Welcome back to Face Off, everybody. We're jumping in with our game pick of the week, which this week is the 6-0 Denver Broncos at the 4-2 Indianapolis Colts. Tom, I'm going to start with you. Who wins this game on Sunday night?
Originally, I thought it was going to be the Colts, but the way they played against the Chargers just completely flipped my mind. I think the Broncos are definitely gonna pull through with that one.
Yeah, the Chargers aren't a good team by any means, but I'm taking the Colts. They've upset the 49ers and the Seahawks already this season. I see them as a team to, work some magic when they need to. So I'm going to go with the Colts against the Broncos.
I'm going to go with the Broncos. I went against Andrew Luck last week, and it went against me. But I'm going to go ahead and do it again because apparently I just don't learn from past mistakes. But I'm going to have to go with that. I think they're going to be another victim of the Mile High juggernaut.
Okay.
It is this Denver team. They're going to go to 6-0.
All right, Derek, let's go final thoughts for you.
Final thoughts. I was very surprised that this was not one of the top things we were going to talk about on this show, the Adrian Peterson situation. And just absolutely just sympathy, just outpouring from the community, from the country. And it's incredibly touching to see everybody coming out to help the guy. He's one of the best players in the league, one of the best running backs, if not the best in fantasy and statistically. But nobody deserves something like that to happen. And it was breaking news. It's all over the tabloids, the newspapers, and just heartfelt wishes for the Peterson family.
Yeah. And again, Peterson's not a guy who's ever done anything to anybody.
No.
He's not a cocky guy in the NFL that people have a reason to dislike. So it really is.
And he took it with stride. That's the thing.
He did.
That happened, and he said when he heard about that, I was reading in an article, he heard about it happening. He felt the emotion for it, but he was wondering about when he could see the next game film to get ready for the next game.
He's a true professional.
Call that coping, but that's professionalism.
Yeah.
Tom, your final thought for
My
today?
final thought is also on the Adrian Peterson thing. It's just it's really sickening why anybody would even think that that's a rational thing to do to anybody. Whether it's a 2-year-old kid or a 30-year-old person, just beating someone like that is just it's ridiculous. I really don't even have words for it.
It's unfathomable.
It's
you
unbelievable.
can't think of how people
Yeah,
would do
but
that.
I've never heard anybody say, hey, I don't like Adrian Peterson. He's a respectable guy.
No, absolutely.
No, he's a great human being. And he's had a rough life. And I remember reading in a different article how he was like, I'm playing on Sunday. Like I can't believe he didn't take a week off. He's like, I'm playing on Sunday.
He was determined.
Like we said, he's a professional. He knows what he's got to do and what he's expected to do.
He's unbelievable. He's a great man.
All right, but I'm going to cheer things up a little bit because we got a little down for a second.
Yeah, let's bring it up
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a prediction.
Okay.
I'm going to come up with an obscene prediction, and it's going to be right because that's how I roll.
Okay.
New York Giants. We talked about them. They're 0-6 at this point. Now, a lot of people are probably thinking he's going to pick them, lose a ton of games. No. They're going to end up with 6 wins this season. At some point, Eli Manning, this whole team turns it around. It's going to be too little, too late. But they're going to bounce back. They're going to win 6 games this season.
6 games.
You are out of your mind.
I know, but it's the good
insane.
kind. It's like the Jim Carrey out of your mind.
You know what,
That is
though?
a good kind.
You know what, though? I'm not going to knock you for that just because, it's not a very bold decision. Saying that they're going to win 6 games, that's great. It's not like you came out. I thought you were going to say, they're going to win the division. It's just like
They could. It's not that ridiculous at this point.
At this point, they really could.
Having them get 6 wins isn't incredibly impossible. It's very unlikely that they're going to do it because they have shown no inkling of coming back from it at all thus far. I just think they have too many problems.
But we'll see. That's what I'm going
I was
with.
the optimist the whole episode.
That's
I'll
true.
let you be the optimist.
You can remember
now.
this in a couple weeks when they've got they're 4-6 all of a sudden. Kyle's looking a little bit better. Tom, let's go with your game ball for this week.
My game ball for this week goes to Big Papi, David Ortiz. That I swear when I saw him get up to bat with the bases loaded, I said to myself, he's hitting this one out.
Yep.
I don't know how I predicted it. I didn't say it out loud, but right after he hit it, I was like, man, I should have said it out loud. I would have looked like a genius. But game ball, David Ortiz.
All right, Derek, what about you?
I'm actually doing something I think this is the first time it's been done on Face Off. So let's see. This might be memorable tape. I'm splitting the game ball in half. I'm giving it to 2 people. It's a New England version of game ball for me. David Ortiz, of course, is going to get one half of that ball for the grand slam that spurs the comeback. It's all too common at this point for the Red Sox to come back in these games.
That might have swung the momentum for the whole series at this point.
Yeah, it's for the comeback and Big Papi always being that guy. You said that you expected him to hit that home run when he came up, and that's because he's done it so many times in Boston history for this team and for this club. And the other half goes to Tom Brady. It goes to Tom Brady, and I don't like Tom Brady, but I'm going to give it to him. It's because he pulled together a bare bones Patriots staff that really, he has no weapons. Tom Brady is the weapon. He's throwing it to receivers and making them look very good, better than they actually are, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And beating the Saints with 5 seconds on the
they
clock.
looked like they were out of that game.
I was so mad because we all picked the Saints, not you, obviously, but when Ryan was here.
If I would have been here, I would have picked the Saints.
The only solace I took was that Ryan now has a loss.
All right. And I really thought the Patriots were going to lose that one. My game ball goes to the entire Kansas City Chiefs fan base. They set the sound record in the stadium this week, made Terrell Pryor look like an idiot. And so my game ball is just going to go to everybody. You broke it into 2. I'm breaking it into 40,000. All right?
Just got to upstage.
So that's face-off for this week, guys. Again, I'm Kyle. I'm here with Tom and Derek. No Ryan this week. He decided to watch the Flyers. But hopefully you tune in next week.